We've got some people saying hi already.
Hi, guys. I'm here with Homestead DNA, Danny and Amy. I'm going to go back to the top of the chat so I can say hi.
Hi, guys.
Hello, Cute Kitchen and Beyond.
Dan.
Sorry.
Hello, the Barnyard Chicken. Hello, Sis, Free Handling Maid. Hello, Fran, Heritage Cart Homestead. That's who we've got in here. Yeah, I have a moderator in here that's supposed to put you out on the. I'm trying to say it without saying the word, but you know what I'm talking about. Out into the chat there. So trying to avoid using those words. I need to make up my own words that you can understand but still mean the same thing.
Right. We need a glossary.
Right.
Yeah.
Terms.
I don't know. I had to do more thinking on that one. We'll wait a little bit before we get started and let some more people roll in. Everybody's probably over there at Ed's Crazy Homestead. Everybody's he's killing my live with his live right now.
Yeah,
it's all good.
Yeah. As soon as this phone dies, they'll probably start showing up. Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
So, what state are you guys in?
We're in Virginia.
Virginia.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, what kind of weather did you guys have today?
Hot.
Today it was hot. And,
91, really
nice
humid.
day. Yes,
It was hot here too.
Sunny.
Thank you for handling me. I live in Texas and it's warm here. I was thinking about going swimming today because I've been walking around the park and there's a pool over there, and it looked like it was going to rain this morning, and so I didn't go. And I thought, I'll go tomorrow. And it's a good thing I didn't because I was actually putting on my workout clothes and I was going to go to the park and walk again, and that's when I got the call. I think.
Yeah.
And there was a couple of calls. He called and then broke off and then he called again. Anyway.
The stalker called.
Yeah, the stalker call. Yeah. I don't know how long I've had him on my phone, but a while. But he was just literally 3 minutes down the road delivering to Family Dollar in my exact town. So it was might as well say hi.
Yeah.
Let's see. Here's a good one. Why did you decide to do YouTube?
Can you give your answers first?
Sure. Well, I mean, it was your idea. It was Amy's idea to do YouTube. The main reason why we wanted to do it, though, is we don't really document our lives as much as we would like to. So we really did it for ourselves, to just kind of document what we're doing so we can look back on it. So that's the main reason. But we also like sharing what we have and what we're doing with other people. So,
yeah, we're horrible at taking pictures and recording anything that we do. So this was a big deal to us to, buy a house and start something all new. So
yeah,
we thought it'd be cool. And my second reason is because we're moving away from everyone that we know, all of our friends, all of our family, and into a community that we don't know. So we already watch all of these different channels, and we thought it'd be neat to be able to actually be part of that community. So
yeah, I started on YouTube after getting a on-the-job injury. Hello, Lee's Arkansas Bound. Hello, Joe, of my neck. And I was trying to heal, and I was watching a bunch of YouTube channels, and I was watching the Alaskan Prepper and Homestead Tessie. And I said, if Homestead Tessie can do it and still make mistakes, maybe I can do it too. And maybe there's somebody out there who might actually like me.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, and for us, we've been able to already learn from our own mistakes. We can go back and watch a video and go, "Oh, we did it that way. Maybe next time we'll do it this way." And
and you learn all these different ways of gardening and making these projects, and then I saw somebody make a birdhouse out of a gourd. So I'm trying to grow some gourds right now so that hopefully I can make one of those birdhouses. I don't even remember what channel I saw it on, but I thought, that looks like a neat project.
Yeah, I've seen that. I don't have the seeds for it yet, but probably next year we'll do that.
Yeah.
Because we can clean them, make them all pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have plenty of room to grow stuff next year. So we'll throw some gourds in there. Why not?
Yeah, I've learned a lot. I did gardening, but I always kind of stayed in my comfort zone. This year, I kind of got out of my comfort zone to try to, to try to do some neat things for Shed Wars. I kind of tried to get out of my comfort zone and grow a bunch of new things. So it's a long list of things I'm growing for the first time, but I stayed in my comfort zone of zucchini, tomatoes, jalapenos, stuff like that I was used to growing, cilantro. But this is actually my first year to let the cilantro go to seed. So
yeah, ours has too. We didn't have a choice.
I never did it. I don't know why. I never even thought of it. Hello, Mary Tulsa Fox. How are you? Welcome to the live. How long have you guys been gardening?
Well, I took a while off. I worked in IT for 20 years, and when we moved into this house, so the house we're in right now is actually our other house we're trying to sell. So when we moved in here, we started doing raised beds in the outside wherever we could find sun. It's a 8,000 square foot lot. So it's not a lot of room, but we found any place we could to grow anything that we could. So we grew okra in a 3-by-3 foot square in the backyard where the sun
for like 2 hours.
Just barely came over enough to grow okra. So, we've been doing that probably for 6 years or so over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Each year we find another little spot of sun where we could put another raised bed in. So
I know. I've been thinking actually of where I want to put raised beds for next year. And the raised beds are so much better and easier to keep the weeds out of than the regular ground. Like I'm having a hard time. I put up weed fabric, and as you can see from Crazy Ed's live, there's a lot of weeds back there. Hello, the rest
It didn't look that bad. Ours is much worse. You do a lot of work to get it there, but it really didn't look that bad.
Yeah.
So you've done good.
Yeah, thank you. Well, it's been hot, it's been really hot, and it's been really wet back there too. It's actually just now kind of drying out.
Yeah, we've gotten a lot of rain, but we had a big drought in there. And then as soon as it rained,
you're gonna have to say hi to Ed, or he's not gonna stop.
That's okay.
He's not saying hi to us. He's just looking at us. So
he's lurking right here next to me.
Don't see anything.
Hi.
How you guys doing?
Hey,
good. How are you?
How are you?
Good. I gotta go back to my truck now before I get in more trouble that I'm already in.
Drive safe.
Right.
All right.
My phone's fixing to die. Look at how dark it went.
Let's see. Oh, who invited you to Shed Wars?
Micro farmer, actually.
Micro farmer?
He commented on one of our videos, one of the first videos we posted, and said that
you ended up on Team Aquarius, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're on Team Aquarius.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Bye, Ed.
Hey, Rusty Pepper.
Bye, everybody.
Can't read any of those. So
Sorry.
if you want to read comments, you read them.
Yeah, I'll try to keep some comments over here. Sorry.
I'll send you pictures later.
Yes, we'll talk.
Okay.
I'll get on your live here in a minute.
Hi, Arizona Kid. How are you? Okay, so Crazy Ed's Homestead is leaving the Gail Southern Living Homestead over here, and he's going back to his truck. So we had pizza and breadsticks and homemade by Ed zucchini bread. So
Did you eat zucchini?
let's see. Okay, let me get back to my questions.
Yeah.
How many lives have you done? I know that the night that I gave you a leveret, that was your first night
Very first
of live. So how many have you done since then? How many do you have now?
This is our third.
I think this is the third time we've gone live.
We've gone on live.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I know. I think I've done like 60 something, and that doesn't include the ones I did on other people's channels, because I've been up on Crazy Ed. I've been up on Micro Farmer. I've been up on Lori's World. I've been up on a lot of them. At first, I was really, really nervous, but I got more comfortable with time. It's still sometimes I have to like take a deep breath before I start.
Right.
So.
Yeah, we want to do more, but we've been so busy with stuff too right now that we're just kind of trying to keep the garden straight. But yeah, we're definitely doing more live streams.
Yeah, that's been half a week away at work. So then when we're together.
It helps a lot with your watch hours.
Yeah.
Lives do. They help a lot. And I've noticed that people who put out longer videos, get to their watch hours faster. So I think that's why it took me a while, because I didn't have really long videos. But the closer I got into 800 and 900, I started to increase the length of some of my videos. But I think it's good to have some little short videos too. That way, if someone's in live and they want to subscribe to you, they can go and watch a couple of shorts real quick and come back, you know, turn the bell on and then continue watching stuff.
Well, I think if Danny had it his way, every video would be 45 minutes. So just him talking.
Look, I can't cut anything out. It's all so good.
Yeah, to me, long is anything over 20 minutes.
Right.
That's long. And even 10 minutes is long, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Because people have a really short attention span.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Now, people who do like this trail riding, like the Arizona Kid, they can get away with that because, you know, they're like riding around and stuff. But
Yeah.
nobody wants to watch anybody cook for that long or
Right.
do whatever. But
Well,
how long have you been on your property? Because I know you've only been there a short time.
We saw it for the first time June 17th of last year.
Okay, so now
So we viewed it, put an offer in on it, and then we owned it very end of September of last
end
year.
of September.
So we've had it since then. And
So not long.
you basically moved in.
Yeah, I basically moved in at that point. Yeah. Yeah, so we do have two properties right now. Again, this house, which we're actually fixing up to try to sell. That's why if you notice like there's a cabinet missing up here, I'm just going to go ahead and point it out.
Yeah.
Because we're painting the cabinets. So
you're
as we
getting that house ready to sell,
Right.
and
So we can be there full time.
and the garden's over at the new place, right?
right.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was going through your playlist and stuff, I saw like a renovation, you know, that you were doing.
Yeah.
Let's see. What kind of animals do you have?
Just one cat and 2 dogs right now.
Yep.
So more plans in the future. We're focusing on house and garden first.
Once you
And
get
then-
over there. Yeah, I thought about
once you get
adding
over there.
some kind of other animals possibly. I'm still thinking about it because, you know, we're not on a big, huge homestead. We're, you know, urban with a, you know, pretty good sized backyard, but still.
Right.
How did you two meet?
We met online
Mm-hmm.
on
We met online too.
Okay, Cupid.
OK Cupid.
Okay,
Yeah.
Cupid.
That's how we met too. We met online.
Yeah. Nice.
I was living in Abilene and he was living here in this small town, and we started talking online, and we talked for a month or two before we actually met.
Yeah.
And we kind of just went back and forth. Hello, Joe Serrano.
I
Hello.
think we were like 3 weeks or so.
Yeah,
before.
not long.
Yeah, not too long.
So
And we just, you know, we hit it off pretty well.
Mhm.
And then we just said, well, you know, let's take this offline. And we did. And never went back. So I
took me out to a bar.
took her out to a bar. Yeah, at that point in time, kind of dating, what I was doing was, if it didn't work out, I was at least going to go to a place I was going to enjoy. So
Gus's, right?
yeah, Gus's Italian restaurant,
And,
super
we
fancy.
Sat at the bar,
Mm-hmm.
but then he took me bowling and my friends bowling.
And your friends.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Something that I did.
Hello, Granny Moreno. How are you? Free Handling Maid, if you're still in here, will you throw up Granny Moreno's link for me, please? Or anybody else that's a moderator? And Homestead DNA as well.
So not to be creepy or crazy, but our first date, I showed up at her house with a chainsaw.
Okay, that's one way to do it.
I like it. Did you? What did you do with the chainsaw?
Cut up wood for her mama.
You did
She
what?
had a fireplace in her house. She couldn't cut the wood up, so I cut the wood up before we went out to eat.
Very nice. Pretty
Unfortunately,
early
tonight. He's in trouble. He needs to go like over there with Ed in the truck. You know,
Oh, yeah.
he's opening the back and showing my garden of weeds back there. So he's in trouble right now.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to make Danny tell you something funny. He was kind of a creeper.
Oh yeah, I did do a little bit of creeping.
A creeper.
Yeah.
Oh no, a creeper.
There's a fine line between creepy and romance, and you're
what all
either
stalkers
here
say.
or you're there. That's what it is. No, but I mean, for Valentine's Day, I just dropped some stuff off at her porch, right? So she wasn't there, and we were just dating. We
It had
just
been like
started.
6 weeks.
Yeah, and I was like, all right, I'm going to leave her something on her porch because I knew she wasn't home. And so I left her some stuff on her porch. And as I'm walking away
Like,
in her yard,
on my front yard,
she's pulling in with her roommate and they're going home. And so I basically just pretend like I'm not there and walk off.
and we never noticed.
They never noticed
We
it. They're
didn't.
oblivious.
To a man
was like,
in the front yard.
yeah,
It's a small front yard.
Just a man in the front yard.
Oh,
But it was very
not
sweet.
creepy at all.
It was like a huge frog, stuffed frog, because I love frogs. And
Aw.
chocolate and champagne. So it was
That's romantic.
cute. Yeah, a little card.
Yep.
So
That's very sweet.
mhm.
That's neat.
Yeah, that helped you out.
Yeah, it
It
worked.
was good. It worked.
And I realized how much help you needed.
Yeah.
We ran to protect you because
I'm
you
still
guys
not wearing
had
my glasses.
no survival instincts whatsoever. So,
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff that a lot of other women out on their little homesteads can do that I can't do.
Mhm.
I don't mow the lawn. I don't change oil. I don't. What else do I know? There's a lot of that kind of stuff I don't do.
right.
Yeah.
I haven't ever had to
You can
do
do
that stuff. I mean, it's not that I didn't want to learn. Nobody actually taught me, but yeah.
I've never
Well-
had to, so just make him do it.
Yeah.
Well,
just-
my mom wouldn't let me take. I wanted to take shop class, and mom wouldn't let me do it. So that just started it all. See, then I turned into a girly girl, not such a tough girl. So that's mom's. It's my mom's fault. How is your renovation going at your new place that you're moving to?
It's going pretty good. I mean, it's slow but steady.
Yeah.
With the prices of everything, we are taking our time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We're still buying some stuff. We bought a bunch of stuff in the beginning, like our flooring and doors and stuff like that, before it really got expensive. And those really haven't grown too much, and drywall and
Mhm.
stuff like that. But so we've still got a lot to do. We still got rooms to finish. So there's, it'll be our plan originally was a 3-year plan. We said we're going to give ourselves 3 years to renovate this place and move in. And then for some reason we just decided let's do that in like a year.
Yeah, we don't want to wait anymore. We want to go ahead and be there. So
Yeah.
But I feel like we're finally starting to turn the corner between everything's demoed, everything's being torn apart to there are starting to be finished spaces, which is good. So it helps
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, 'cause the house was a mess. I mean, it was livable, but it was definitely a mess,
Mhm.
and everything needs to be ripped out of it, and coated and sealed. And but it's just nice to have some finished spaces that we can say we have a living room now, even though it doesn't have anything in it.
Yeah.
But we at least have a finished space.
Mhm.
That's good. So how long do you think it'll be before you move there? Like months?
Probably by the end of the summer.
By the end of the summer. Oh, that's not too bad. Hello, Will It Grow, Lori's World, and the Barnyard Chicken. I think I've already said hi to Cosmic Cultivators, I believe. So
Yeah, the big thing for us is when we sell this house.
Yeah.
I mean, as soon as we sell this house, we're out there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But and it's the right time. The problem is we've got to fix stuff and really get it ready to sell. And so we're trying to do that as fast as possible so that we can hit the market the way that it is right now. And
While still working, having a huge garden, and renovating another house.
yeah,
An hour
so
and a
we're
half
going to
away.
fix this house, renovate another house, and do
Just do everything
8,000
at
square
once.
foot garden for the
So-
first time, just
And
because why
make
not?
YouTube videos.
And make YouTube videos.
yeah, busy. Yeah, we all got a lot of stuff going on, YouTube, regular stuff, the house, I had the YouTube meet up with that. Okay, cat. I have cats, and we just let them
Crazy,
out because we had them in there because we were cooking and we didn't want them all over everything, so we put 2 of them up. We left the good one out. The 2 bad ones had to go up. Hello, Vanessa Kitty. So they just got out, so they're all excited. So they had to just go jump in and knocking stuff over. So sorry about that.
Oh, yeah.
It's fine.
They're crazy. Okay, so at the end of my questions, my husband wrote down some questions.
Ooh, okay.
Let's see what his questions are. What would you say is the most challenging thing for you to do on your homestead?
All the things that we're doing for the first time. That's what I would say.
Yeah.
We've never grown this size before, this size garden before. We've never grown in ground before. Before, when we just had a couple beds, it was 5 or 6 different kinds of vegetables, maybe 10 at the most at any given time with different vegetables that we like. Now we have basically endless areas to grow.
Right.
So we're growing so many things that we've never even tried before, just, learned about. I think that for me is all these new things that we're having to figure out. We've never had to figure out how to put up an electric fence to keep deer out of our yard before.
Right.
Yeah, my sister-in-law recently made. She has to deal with that too. Trying to keep the deer out of her stuff, because even if she leaves it on the porch for a short time, the deer literally come right up to her house. So.
Yeah, we have hunting grounds all around our house, which is nice because, to have that available. And we've got 60 acres for those who don't know. So we have really good hunting lands around us, but there's a lot of deer. There's coyotes and all kinds of stuff too. There's also a lot of rabbits, which is nice. It's great that we have that, but for a garden, that's not necessarily great. It's just figuring out how to cost effectively do most of this, I think, is the biggest thing too. If we had unlimited money, a lot of this stuff would be simpler, but we don't. And so we're trying to do it as simple as possible, as effective as possible. And of course, my thing I think is the toughest is just keeping up with weeds.
Yeah.
We turned the pea field into a garden.
Well, I didn't keep up with the weeds.
All right. Well, you're doing
pretty
better
good
than we are.
the meat up, and then it just all.
Well, there's some rows we're like, oh, I don't even worry about it. We're going to till it up and pull it later. Like other places, we're like, oh, this is really nice. There's no
I
way.
want more raised beds because they make it so much easier to keep up with the weeds. They really do. They're game changers, really. I mean, I bought enough wood to do two raised beds, and then enough to do one more. And then we had one like in-ground cemented one. And then I used an old desk like a raised bed. And then I have some containers and stuff. And then we have some in-ground. So we're doing in-ground, raised beds, planters. We're doing all the in containers. Yeah, we're doing all 4 kinds. I have some that are actually up off the ground. I love those. I want more of those too.
Right.
Let's bend it over.
You get older.
That's the hardest part
nice.
because everything's
in just one. I had radishes, carrots, cilantro, and one random tomato come up all by itself. I don't know where these random tomatoes are coming up from. I have one in the flower bed. I have one in the squash bed. Then I have 2 whole
tomatoes, right? This year, you're doing a bunch of tomatoes, aren't you?
Oh yeah. I had 2 whole beds of tomatoes. Now one is way more advanced than the other. It was planted way earlier, right after my greenhouse tried to blow away on me. I planted those as seed in the ground, and it's like a jungle over there. Now they didn't show the pretty nice section of my tomato garden. They just showed the weedy bad section of my garden instead of going around here where it's nice. So anyway, that is the nicest area back over here in this section. But anyway.
Miss Cosmic Cultivators, you said I need to get a donkey, take care of coyotes. That's true. Yeah. But we also have the neighbor's kids named Hunter. They're all named Hunter. Mm-hmm. And they like to hunt coyotes. That was actually the first time I met them. They had a coyote on the back of the truck.
Probably from our land.
Yeah, probably.
Or very close to
Which
it,
I'm totally fine with. They love hunting. So they really do, having hunters around. They run dogs here too, which a lot of places don't have to deal with dogs. But the dogs run everywhere, so they're all over your property, chasing deer off. Mm-hmm. But they
do they stay out of your garden?
We put the electric fence up. We have had one dog that looked like it came through, and that was while I was putting the fence up, and I didn't have the bottom rung. So I'm hoping that I can keep them out. But
that's why we put the fence all the way around our yard, because the neighbors' dogs were coming in and digging into my beds before I had them planted. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That was a while back. So they were digging in there when I was just composting all that area. And I noticed, though, the areas that I started composting first, those plants are way far advanced of anything I didn't do that to. So I definitely noticed a difference.
Yeah.
And most of them were composted with chicken manure. So
Right.
most of them were. So, and then I have some actual some areas were done with cow manure. My pumpkins that got flooded out have not come up. So I still don't know about that section, but
Yeah.
we'll see. I got flooded in the back. I've had a couple of setbacks. First was the greenhouse blowing into the power line. And then my second setback was the flooding. I mean, some serious flooding.
Well, if you need more pumpkin seeds, let us know. We have more.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I had 10 of the jumbo pumpkin seeds from Eva at Highland Homestead.
Mhm.
I planted 5, and then all this happened in the yard. And then I was going to go ahead and plant the other 5. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's kind of weird how while you guys were all just flooded, we were in a drought.
You had all of our rain.
We
So.
had no rain whatsoever.
Some things did great with the water. Other things kind of drowned it in the water.
Mhm.
So it helped some things and hurt some things. So it did a
One
little
of the things I like about our garden too is we're up on a ridge, so the garden's up on a hill, so all the water just runs right off. So we'd never have to worry about flooding in our garden.
Don't say that.
Well, if we were worried about flooding, there's
Thank you,
bigger
Rusty
problems.
Pepper.
We're gonna need an ark,
Right.
and
hello, priceless chicks.
Can't read it.
Trying to read what they said, but it's so tiny.
I know. I can't read them.
Wild lettuce is such a handy plant. I think a lot of plants are labeled as weeds to keep big pharma pay. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff out there we probably could eat. We just don't realize it. I mean, I know we have wild onion growing in our creek line over there.
Spring vegetable this
Yeah.
year.
I was
He was
tearing
out
up
there
some wild
just-
onions.
Just searching them out. Like, oh, they're so good.
Yeah, I was just breathing all over her. She loved it.
Right? With the breath. That's funny.
They were so good, though. They really were.
That's funny. Okay, let's see what else he wrote down here. He said, do you have future projects set up once the renovation is done?
I would say no. We have ideas, but we are trying. We've got too much to do right now. We just need to finish it, and then we'll figure out what we do next. Definitely got a lot of ideas. I mean, there's everything from I want to build a pond, I want to clear some land, I want to do all kinds of different stuff. I want to build a barn. I got a million ideas.
But right now, it's more like house.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's get to this next point.
Let's finish
before
the
we
house
proceed to
so
the
we
next
can be
step.
comfortable
Right.
enough to do the rest of the stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Let's see what the Arizona kid hits. Hit the library and get some books on plants. Research is always helpful. Yes.
I'm not even allowed
Great
to buy
information.
more books on plants. He's cut me off.
Just somebody write a book. Just somebody write a book
Someone
out
says,
there.
yeah, write a
She
book
owns
about
it.
plants.
Just
Tell me
throw
it's
a book
good,
out
and
there.
I will buy it.
She has bought it.
So
I promise you.
Yeah. I've got them all.
We have a box full of them that we're going to move over. We've already moved over a truckload of books,
Mhm.
but they're good. I mean, what's the Gardening Bible? I think. is
Yeah,
one
the
of them.
Gardening Bible's
That's
a really
great,
good one.
Great book.
Hello, Frugal Farmer. Yeah, I want to learn more about what the wild things are that are edible. Like this year, I found in my yard that I didn't even know was there, and I've been here for 6 years. I found out that there are wild mulberry trees in the backyard because I was like, that's putting out fruit. So I went ahead and I knew it was mulberry, but just to be sure, I went ahead and made a little short video to make sure because I didn't want to eat it and then get sick. So I put out a video. 3 or 4 smart people came on there and agreed with me that it was mulberry. I always sound like I'm asking a question when I'm making a video, but sometimes I'm really not asking a question. I know what it is, but I just want to make sure. I don't want to eat it and be like, ugh, So
That's what a lot of our spring has been, especially because this is our first spring here at the new place, is something grows and we look and we're researching it, trying to identify it. And we're like, okay, what is this called? Can we eat it? You did that to me last weekend. You're like, oh, we can eat these flowers. And he just hands it to me like, oh, here you go.
yeah, let me tell you, anything you can make a little video on and put it out. What is this? People, and even make it as a short. I've had a
Yeah.
short video saying, what is this, that went like crazy. Because for some reason, guys love to identify plants. I have no idea why. Hello, Bushcraft family. How are you? So every time, and somebody's like, get that, what's that app on your phone? I'm like, oh, that would be no fun. I want to see what you guys tell me it is. Like,
well, I've tried that before, and I've struggled with that app. Actually,
have you? Yeah, they said it was free, but it's actually not free.
No,
it's
not.
It wasn't for me. So.
Mm-hmm.
So I made one video where for the first time this year, I used some pine wood in my garden,
Mm-hmm.
and I put it like between where the squash was. Once it was coming up, I put it between there, and so all of a sudden I get this odd looking thing growing in my garden. I'm like, what kind of fungus is this? So I make a video. Come to find out, it's dog vomit slime mold. There's a more technical term for it.
I've seen that, yeah.
But I put out a video, and of course, Jason Avers, which is Mary Tulsa Fox's husband, who's really smart, came on there, and multiple people were answering the question. After about 3 or 4, I'm like, okay, well, there's a more technical term for it, but I can remember dog vomit slime mold better than whatever fungus weird name it is.
How did you know what it is?
And then I noticed that Bake a Leg and Let's Dig It Melody made a video like that too. She wanted to know what it was. Of course, 5 people had already answered it, but I was like, yeah, I know what it is now.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So
I
learned a lot of new things this year. So hopefully I'll be even better gardener next year.
Yeah. Well, that's what each year's about.
On top of those weeds.
Yeah.
Right. Well, we're going through right now with insects is just, Discovery Channel out here in our garden.
Like, what is this? Is this really good or really
We
bad?
thought we had
don't know.
Colorado potato beetles, but then we learned that there's a thing called a false potato beetle, which looks almost exactly like it, except for it's not quite that. Still eats your potato plants. It's just not as bad. We've got vine borers, moths that we've seen, which, we kill anyone we see, but cucumber beetles, all kinds of different things. We got everything that you can think of.
Yeah. I guess I don't go out there when the bugs are like moving around, like at night and stuff. I see that there's like something biting my collard greens mostly. For some reason, they're all about the collard greens. I don't know what it is about the collard greens, but they're biting holes in the collard greens this year. That seems to be what they're attacking the most. It's usually the squash, but this year it's they're going after those collard greens. And I did actually taste one raw. I remember, weren't you the one that tried the radish?
Yeah.
Yes. I thought I remembered that. You were trying the radishes. Well, that was me. On my single seed challenge video, I tried the collard green fresh off the plant, not even washed.
I saw that, yeah. And you're like, oh, this is gross. I don't wash this yet.
Yeah.
We eat everything fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I usually do wash stuff, but I didn't want to have to make another video because I had my husband's video in it. And I thought, that was on the fly. I was just like, I'm going to go ahead and try it right now. Instead of trying to tape it again, I'm just going to put it all right here, trying it. So I did that. I tried it there. It had a sweet flavor, and I think it would be really good mixed with, with your other salad stuff. I think it would be good mixed.
Did you end up cooking it?
I didn't cook it this time. What now?
I was just saying if you ended up cooking it.
No, I didn't end up cooking it. I decided to just use it in the salad.
Yeah.
So, but I think I will next time probably cook it. But that was for my single seed challenge, was in a specific pot. And then I do have more collard greens growing in other areas, but I had just that one pot that was my single seed challenge.
Yeah.
And I think, and maybe you guys can answer in the chat, I think collard greens is another one of those cut and come again, right? Is that right? I think it is. I think after you cut, it'll come back like lettuce, but I could be wrong.
Right.
I'm going to see if anybody has.
I haven't grown it. I've just cooked it. So.
Right.
Yeah. There's a Granny Moreno actually sent me 2 recipes for collard greens. So I may try that when I harvest some more. I may try to cook it the way she's telling me. I'm sure she's got some cool old school recipes that she sent me.
Yeah. We're definitely going to be doing some more cooking here soon. We just I mean, honestly, our garden really is just starting to produce our squash and other vegetables like that, which really that's most of what we're going to eat anyway.
Mhm.
There's only so many radishes that we can eat.
Yeah.
I was
No,
excited.
I grew some. They're really not my favorite thing. I really more like squash and tomatoes.
Yeah.
Peppers, like jalapeno, tomatillos. I have some cool recipes I make with tomatillos.
Yeah.
So I have those, kind of like a green tomato. I don't know if you've ever had it, but
We haven't grown them, but I've had them.
yeah.
Yeah, like makes a good salsa too.
Yeah. I bet it would make a really good salsa. I have a dip. I call it green dip, which once I get some, I have several out there. I'm going to go ahead and harvest. I might go ahead and make a video of that. But anyway, it's a dip that you eat it with chips or whatever. But okay, so here's the last question from Taz, my husband. He said, "Do you own a John Deere tractor?" Don't ask me where this question came from.
No, we don't own a tractor at all. Although we do have a John Deere dealership like 10 minutes from our house. So, I mean, my dad has a Kubota. Everyone I know has a Kubota. Everyone raves over Kubota. But we don't have a dealership really near us. So I may or may not go with John Deere.
That's his big dream in life.
Oh yeah.
Is to own a tractor.
Yeah.
That
I hope that happens for you.
One way or another.
Having good equipment on your homestead, I'm sure would be nice. Now here, of course, we don't need all that, but we do have a tiller. But I had somebody was asking me a question. The Arizona kid was asking me, no, the pumpkins are not up yet in the flooded area. And the cantaloupe and the gourds that I planted over there in the watermelon, all of that stuff is kind of like not doing well from the flooding. So I may go out there tomorrow and get those weeds out and maybe see if I can dig around. But I mean, there's still a little time on the pumpkin. I mean, they probably take at least a week to come out. So
I'll say the peer pressure of the community on weeds is actually a good thing. We would probably have much more or much worse weed problem if we weren't videoing it and showing it to people.
About it.
It's true. I always start out doing really, really well and everything looks awesome. And then by the end, I'm like,
yeah.
Well, I think there's always a point in the summer where the garden just goes wild, like you can't control it. You can't.
Right.
And you just have to let it do what it wants to do.
Well, the mosquitoes don't help. There's a lot of mosquitoes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hey, Vineyard Chicks. See you in there.
Yes. Hello, Vineyard Chicks. Hello, Sandy, suburban homesteader, Wyoming.
Yeah, it will eventually happen. I mean, we knew going into this, we actually only planned to have like a 2,000 square foot garden. I mean, it's our first year. We don't have heavy machinery or anything, so we're doing everything manually. We brought in amendments and we just shoveled it all over. Finally got a wheelbarrow because we didn't even have a wheelbarrow because we don't need it here. So we've shoveled everything over and then we said, well, before that we said, well, let's do 4,000 square feet, which is a big garden for your first year. Mm-hmm. And then when we got into shed wars, somehow that doubled to 8,000 square feet.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And,
Shed wars will make you definitely up your game because hello, Crazy Ed Homestead. Hello, Bent Genetics. Yes, I guess Crazy Ed's Homestead's probably back on the road by this point.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's driving back or if he's going to sleep in his truck. I don't know what he decided.
Yeah. So it's just a lot of work. We'll see how it all works out. I told somebody in the beginning, they asked us, what our plans were. And I said, our plans are to do as much as we can. And that's how we're going to get as much as we can done, but not everything. We're going to fail on things. We're going to something's going to get overtaken. We know this. We've already done it with our carrots. And so we just kind of pulled them up, and we've got a bunch of little carrots that were little baby carrots that we're just going to do something with.
Yeah, but we've already learned from it.
But we learned, we planted them too close together. We didn't stay on top of the weeds.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, the flooding took out several things, so there's really nothing I could do with that.
Right.
I did go ahead and replant corn. I did go ahead and replant corn, and it seems to come up pretty quickly. So I think I'll probably still have time to work on that. And where I just harvested a bunch of radishes, I'm going to go ahead and try to plant something in there too. So, because there's like an empty section in the planter, and the planter is a nice place to plant because, like you said, it's high, no weeds in there.
Right. It's not going to flood in there either. So
not going to flood. Yes, I know. Yeah. Hi, Cranky Frankie. How are you? Did you get your t-shirt yet, bud? I sent him a t-shirt. It was supposed to get to him on Saturday. And as of yesterday, he still didn't have it. Or as of Saturday.
Mail's slow right now.
Yeah. And I think we would do, we're going to do raised beds around our house, closer to our house, for
like
herbs and maybe more lettuce over there. So everyday kind of use things that you want to just pick quickly. So we are going to do raised beds there. But I mean, honestly, with the price of wood, I don't even want to buy anything right now. So
it's pretty expensive. Probably. Well, Crazy Ed's Homestead said YouTube wasn't officially my job until I got a paycheck. So even though I treat it like my job, but I mean, it's a fun job. Like I enjoy making so many friends. Like I could go anywhere and have somewhere to stay or have someone to visit. Hello, the Reef Robber. How are you? Yeah, I sent Cranky Frankie a channel T-shirt, and he's supposed to do a song dedication for me.
Nice.
So that's gonna be cool. I'm looking forward to that. And it's a song he's already sang before, so he already knows how to sing it. So that's awesome. I just took the song out of my head, but there it was.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that channel, Cranky Frankie?
Mm-mm.
He sings and he plays guitar. He's actually been up on my lives before, which it would be a lot harder for him to come up on my lives now because now it's more picky about the music as you get as you get into monetizing. It gets a little more picky because anything you do with music is not going to be able to be monetized. So
right.
But I could do it on my other channel just for fun.
Right.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about any of that. We can do anything.
Yeah, you can do anything right now. Yeah, all the music you want to use it now. It doesn't until you get closer to the time. It's not really an issue.
Yeah, we're trying not to set up any bad habits, but yeah.
We just use YouTube's music choices. So
yeah, I heard YouTube is safer music. Like I've been using Video Guru, and some of that music has already been tagged. So
right.
And I tried actually linking the song in there, and that still didn't do it. So whatever the formula is on that, I don't know it. But I know there was a person in a live that was talking about music, and I need to go back and ask them what the copyright-free music was, because he said there was a site you could get copyright music.
Well,
I'm mostly working on my phone, and some Video Guru music is okay, and some is not okay. It seems more like things with words seem to bother you more than things without words. So that's what
I believe that all of the music that's in the YouTube studio, that YouTube lists in the YouTube studio, is music that's safe for you. Yeah. So you should be able to go through any of that, and most of it isn't without without words, but I think some do. Yeah. I know that it's called Epidemic Sound. There you have to pay for them. I think it's like $10 a month. But they have some awesome music on there. I don't know of any other free sites for it. So
yeah, we just kind of stick with. I've been able to use for what I like,
Mm-hmm.
the YouTube music. I don't really need a lot of words anyway. I just use background music or
You're talking the whole time.
a lot of my intros. Yeah, I just keep talking.
Yeah, most of the time I use it more not as intro, but as kind of like your exit
Mm-hmm.
for whatever I might add at the end. It's how I'm kind of using it now. But I've noticed if I just pick stuff without words, it does really well. But on shorts, they're not really monetizing anyway.
Right.
We're mainly using those for subs. I just use whatever music I want on those.
Yeah.
So
Might as well.
they're not going to monetize it anyway. Who cares?
Right.
So that's my thought on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want to have Bushcraft family back up on here to talk about some more YouTube stuff. He's like really good with YouTube knowledge because he used to work with a partner program of YouTube, and he also did a lot of like computer coding and things like that. So he's really smart on that kind of stuff. So there's quite a few tech channels around here. Bush Tech, Lori's World, Jen Dara is also really good with tech stuff. So there's some pretty good tech channels out there to learn from. I actually finally learned how to do my thumbnails a little better from watching Bushcraft Family. After listening to his tutorial on Bush Tech, I finally learned how to replace the picture and put my own picture. So
Nice.
So something that we use Canva.
that's
Have
what
you used Canva? Yeah.
Mhm.
So there's lots
Sometimes
of
we do.
tutorials on that. Yes, it just depends on how much effort and time we have to do it. But
Yeah, and whether the internet's
Mhm.
working really well, because
Yeah.
sometimes I'm just like, you know what, just use
Send
this
it.
stock. I'll just pick
So,
one of these three. It's
Mhm.
fine. That's usually when you see my face on it, is because it's just one of the
Mhm.
stock ones.
Yeah, I think maybe like on the music stuff, because I have another channel that I use for couponing stuff. Hello, and Dale. I was thinking about doing some videos where I actually sing.
yeah,
So I think what I'll do is I'm going to put those on the other channel, and I don't really have to worry about that
Exactly.
anymore. And then what I'll do is, since I have a community tab, I'll share it on my community tab so people over here can go over there and look at it if they want to see it. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Anyway,
I've sung on a couple of
the
them.
Vineyard Chicks and maybe Cranky Frankie, some of these music channels. But yeah, I'm actually going to do some singing at some point, but it might be on the other channel. And I might end up changing the channel name over there.
yeah.
We'll see.
I don't have any plans to sing ever.
I'll sing and it'll never get hit
Yeah.
because it'll sound nothing like the song. So
yeah.
it's basically a new song. So
Well, I don't really have any like karaoke like equipment or anything. I used to have that. I used to have it, but I definitely want to get connect in with the Vineyard Chicks about how you could do that,
Mhm.
because I know they do singing on their channel. So yeah, I'm actually practicing a song right now. It's nowhere near being ready to be put out. I wish that my friend Cranky Frankie, who lives over in Florida, I wish that he was here and I could get him to play the guitar while I sing, and then we could video it. That would be so cool, but I don't
Is it
have
a song that we would know?
I'm keeping it close to my heart right now. We'll see.
Okay.
oh,
We'll
the
see.
suspense.
We're still working on it. Yeah, we're gonna put that out as a teaser. But there's a little bit of singing on in 3 videos of mine. There's just a little tiny bit of singing, but not enough to really, completely know if I could sing or not. Like one of them, I was singing "Happy Birthday" to John at Willow Grove, and so he was like, "Is that you singing?" Yeah, that's me singing. But anyway,
It would be the auto tune.
Yeah, we need auto tune. We need a whole suite of
hi Mona, sifting some soil. How are
industry
you?
Yeah.
level tools.
Yeah. So, yeah, I would love to do. I would love to collaborate with Cranky Frankie and have him playing the guitar for me while I'm singing. That would be so cool. I wish I knew somebody like that here that could play for me. That would be neat. That would be so cool. Because there's a lot of good music that you could do with just guitar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And not going to be learning how to play guitar. I got enough on my plate right now.
You can play any of them.
I don't play any instrument. I only have one instrument, and it's my voice. So we'll see.
I can't even play that one. So I got it.
You try.
I try. I do.
You get a couple
Yeah.
chords Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
I might end up getting some karaoke music, and maybe I'll do like John at Will It Grow, and I'll just, do one of those Friday, Saturday Night Lives where I'm just singing like John there. See how that
I
goes.
feel like I've caught those.
Yeah, it'll take some equipment. Like I don't have the equipment for that right now, but maybe later. I used to have a karaoke machine and a mic and all that stuff. But
Yeah, I haven't done karaoke
thank you, Pepper.
in years.
I know.
And I have to be really drunk to do karaoke.
I know one of the songs when I used to have my karaoke machine, I used to sing that Shakira song wherever, and that song is fast. Like you have to practice that song a lot to be able to get all those words. It's almost like rapping. It's
Right.
so fast. I remember I practiced it, and I used to be able to just sing it, and those words go. That girl can talk fast, man. She can sing fast, and I used to could do it, and I knew all those songs that I had on my karaoke machine, and we used to do it like for Christmas holidays and stuff. We would get together and we would just sing different songs, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun. But I would like to do that again. That would be fun.
Yeah.
I'd be looking for that. Gail Southern Living.
Is it going to be on this? So you said it'll probably be on the other.
Probably going to be on the other channel. That way I don't have to worry about any copyright stuff. I'll just do it on that channel and share it on this channel. So that way, if you see it on my community page, and I might even do just a little announcement, hey, there's this, and and link it or something. Hello, Kiki.
Yeah,
Urban Girl Gardening. How are you? So, yes, maybe after I figure that out, maybe I will do that. I saw the Vineyard Chicks singing with Quebec Homestead, Mallory, and I thought, I would love to do that.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that was really good. I like that. And I love that song too, that Adele song. It's really good. I did a collaboration with them, but they were singing and I was just reading a Bible verse. So I wasn't singing on that one. But I did do a collaboration.
You should do it. You should do it for sure.
Do it for what?
You should definitely do it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. I'm still working on it. I'm working on my confidence. But I think if I do it on a video, I could do better. Like in person, like sitting here in front of you guys, probably not.
Right.
If I practice it and get ready and I tape it and then I probably tape it 10 million times. And then eventually I'm like, okay, that's it. And then I just put it up.
It could even be just like a voiceover, or you're doing a beautiful pan of your weed-free garden and your tomatoes.
I thought of that. Thank you, Joe, Garden State Gardener. Thank you for the super chat.
Nice.
Oh,
That's
nice.
awesome.
I'm gonna bribe you to sing.
I thought of that. I've thought about doing that. Like hello, Tuber Chat. How are you? So if you guys haven't ever checked out Tuber Chat, it's kind of like a Connect and Grow channel. And it's really cool. If you ever do end up going over there, if one of the moderators will put up their link for Tuber Chat, if you go over there, be sure to check out the description box. There's kind of like some rules, words you're supposed to say and not supposed to say in there. So you'll just check that out. It's pretty cool. You can meet some new friends over there. Okay. I met a young teenager gamer chick, and we are like new. We're just hanging out on each other's channel. Let's just say it that way. So I'm trying to use the right words here. But anyway, she seems really, really nice. But I can tell she's a teenager from her voice, and she's sitting there and she's playing Minecraft and Fortnite, and I don't know. She'll just
do some Minecraft videos.
She'll just be over there. I'll just
Minecraft.
have her playing in the other room, and I'll go. And I don't play video games, so my husband does though. I'll go in the other room and I'll make a comment real quick, But
yeah, I'm doing real life Minecraft. That's what I call it. Which is just cutting weeds. That's what I did in Minecraft. And I'm digging holes just like I did in Minecraft.
Yeah. You used to bring me over to the computer so you could show me your cornfields in Minecraft and you harvesting things in Minecraft. And
same thing.
Now you just get to do.
That's what she's doing. She's doing
just
stuff.
a lot more sweat. And
have you ever had growing alpha or grass? Can you sell small bundles of grass?
Well, we've actually we have hay on our land right now.
Right.
It's the 5 acre field, that's the bigger field that's by our house, and then the other 1 acre field that's now the garden. We've had a neighbor hanging that for his cows, right, for a couple of years now. And since we don't have a tractor yet, we're telling him just go ahead and keep using the field, keep hanging it, just so it benefits him, and it's something that we don't have to worry about quite yet. So that field's been.
And he comes and fertilizes it, and he cuts it, 2 to 3 times a year.
Bye, Sandy.
Good for him. Yeah, we're going to give him most of our pumpkins probably.
Yeah, for his cows.
So, because we're not going to need
pumpkin. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, apparently pumpkins also have deworming, natural deworming.
I think I did see that on a channel. I remember hearing somebody say that.
Yeah.
I watch so many videos, and sometimes I'm not actually watching, but I'm listening. So I hear lots of information. Yeah, it's in the back of my head now. I have all this knowledge. And it's not useless knowledge; it's useful knowledge. And
one day it'll come up.
Maybe someday I'll actually sound smart because I'll start quoting things from the videos. But I do sometimes come up with stuff, and I'm like, I don't know where I come up with that from, but here it is.
You hear it enough times, and then it sticks.
That's right.
Hey, Paula and Randy.
Yeah. Hi, Paula and Randy. I know Homestead Aquarius actually plays some video games. I think we were talking about this one time. One day when Micro Farmer was up here, hello, Papa, Grandpa Gamer. Sorry, I couldn't say it all of a sudden. He was talking to Micro Farmer about video games. I remember Micro Farmer was talking about he was going to become a professional gamer or whatever. He was joking around about that, I think, but it was pretty funny.
Yeah, I used to game a lot. I don't much anymore. But every once in a while, I'll
it's
throwing
a
up
good
some Minecraft
activity.
Yeah, and look, sometimes you just need mindless just to do something else.
Yeah.
That's exactly what Minecraft is too. I just go dig holes. I don't have to build anything fun. I'm just like, I just want to dig a hole. It's a lot easier to dig holes than that.
Yeah, it's like a stress reliever for sure. Yeah, we all have our little things that we do to relieve stress. So mine is sometimes it's gardening. And Dale Homestead, thank you so much.
Awesome.
Thank you for always helping others, Gail. Thank you. That's so sweet.
Yeah, it is really nice.
Yeah,
what you do for other people.
I try to help people. Now, anytime that you guys, have a video you want everybody to see, just send me an email. I'll throw it out on my community page, so some more people can see it. If I can help you, I'll try to share out some of your videos too, and try to help you. And I hope that you actually get some new friends from this. That is my intention, is to try to help you. And also, maybe they won't they won't make friends with you tonight, but maybe later on they'll say, oh, I remember seeing them. And, so, you'll be out there. They'll be like, oh, I've seen them before, so, and I know that Crazy Ed's Homestead wanted to have you up on his channel earlier. He told me that. Yeah,
we'll definitely do it. Yeah, no, we definitely appreciate it. It's definitely helped us. I mean, we just like coming in the live chats. We've gained a lot of subscribers just by coming in and talking in live chats, and it
really helps. Just you're putting yourself out there, getting to know people, and as you can see, the people that you meet on here become actual real friends. Like Ed, this is my second time to see Ed. Yeah. I met him at the YouTube meetup, and then turned around and he said he was here. I said okay, and so he came over, and we ate, we had lives, we made videos, all this stuff. So it was fun.
Yeah, we're just trying to hit 200, so I have to touch my electric fence.
Did you see that? He promised.
That's my 200 subscriber special. I'm going to touch my electric fence.
Touch your electric fence. So you're going to make it. I think the Vineyard Chicks. Yeah. I think Trey and the Vineyard Chicks actually did that. They were setting up some kind of electric fence for some kind of animal they were doing, and I remember Trey had to be the one to touch it.
Yeah. So, I haven't touched it yet. I've got a tester that tells me that it works, but I haven't touched it yet. But.
I saw
we need a video of that. We need a video of you doing that. That would be cool.
Well, we get to 200, you're going to get it. We get to 500, I'll stick my finger in that light socket over there.
No, don't kill yourself over it. Maybe just, shave your head.
Yeah.
Maybe something that'll come
Right.
back a little easier than death.
No, we do dangerous
death is a
things.
little bit- Death is kind of permanent, So there's
It's
that.
probably fine. It's probably fine.
Is he a daredevil?
No, he's
No.
he's going to
No.
check things
Likes to
3
make
times before he
jokes.
does it. That's why he hasn't touched the fence yet.
Right.
So he's
No, I
he won't do it.
definitely do not take a lot of risks.
I'm the one
things.
like, I'll touch the fence. Let's see
Right.
if you can do it.
Yeah, she's just too strong. She doesn't know what gentle means
Yeah.
with plants.
I can't help if they fall and break on the
Right.
road.
She touched a tomato the other day. It just fell off. She's like, "Oh, it just fell off." I said, "Did
No,
you
like-
grab it
Here, baby, I
and
harvested
pull
that.
on it?"
Oops.
So,
Guess it's time to bring that in and let it, if you bring the green tomatoes in and you put them in a paper sack inside the cabinet, they will eventually turn red on you. Now, if you
yeah, this is only like that big.
cats and dogs, if you don't have a cat that climbs in your kitchen window, you can't actually put them there and let them ripen there.
Yeah.
Now, I have cats. I can't do that. So I do the paper bag method, and they eventually turn red on me. So that works. That's what my dad
You have to do that with some of them, but yeah, that one was still a baby. It was ready to go.
Mhm.
Didn't
Sure.
work.
It was perfectly just ready to survive, and then Hurricane Amy came along, and now we have one less tomato.
That's right.
50 plants.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't
We'll be-
plant 50 plants. I knew I wouldn't. I'm hoping I just have enough to can, maybe be able to can some. And I do have some nice, healthy tomatoes over there. And I have a second crop of tomatoes over here. All of that's in raised beds. It's doing really well. None of that was affected by the flooding. So I think I'll be good on tomatoes and squash this year. So this is my little Miley.
Aw.
Oh,
I've got a dog near me.
we just start picking up animals,
Showing you.
picking up random animals.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, hi.
You puppy. Look at the dog.
Yeah, hi.
Miley, look at the dog.
What is
doing?
going on? She's like, what are you
What are you
doing?
doing? You can't breathe.
He's purring.
I'm covered in dog hair.
Her name was Miley, but I actually call her Miley's son. Like Karate Kid, how you used to call
Yeah.
Daniel's son.
I know something.
Somehow I just started calling her Miley's son. Miley's son. Miley's son. So anyway. I'm a nut. I say weird things sometimes, but I love my kitty. She's sweet.
Yeah, I think
She's
ours.
the bad one. She's the bad one. The
Yeah.
little boy, he looks the same as her. They're brother and sister, and he looks the same as her, except for he's longer and she's kind of like chubbier and shorter. They're shaped different, but they both orange.
Yeah, that's kind of how the dogs are with its mother-daughter, and they both look the same. One's just a little bit bigger, the other one's more petite. So everyone else.
The football likes the kitchen. Mary Tulsa Fox. What do you mean by the football likes the kitchen?
Can't read.
Let's see.
Football likes to
Cat.
Mm.
Yeah, we have a long hair orange tabby cat as well around here somewhere.
Long hair. Yeah. These are pretty short hair, but this one's the bad one. She's always into stuff. The little boy one's good. He's mostly good. Of course, they both have kind of bad things they do. They're still really kind of kittens, but they're big.
How old are they?
Like a year.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
still causing trouble.
Yeah, still causing trouble. Yeah, they haven't slowed down yet, but
Mhm.
she's the lap kitty. The little boy is more independent, and she is really more daddy's kitty. And Bright, the boy, is really more my kitty.
Yeah.
So, like if I'm laying on the bed sick or on the couch, just laying back watching TV or something, he will come to my feet and lay on my feet. So,
yeah.
Yes.
Our cat Inca she's a licker. She's like a dog, constantly needing to lick you. Hands. She loves hands. Like you have to
That's
hide
an
your
obsession.
hands sometimes.
hi, Arizona kid.
Yeah, she'll stop.
Enjoy your vacation. He's
See you,
on
Arizona.
California at the beach right now. He's hanging out over there. That sounds like a fun vacation. I always wanted to go see those big tall trees in California. You know, the big ones that have the roots.
The redwoods.
The bottom of the tree the trunk is like really huge. I always wanted. That's on my
I drove
list.
through one of those out there.
Yeah, that's on my list of places to see. Is those big tall trees.
Yeah, one year I did a JetBlue had this all-you-can jet pass for like $600. So you could like for a month fly anywhere that JetBlue flew for $600. And so I decided to just do a trip across the U.S. and I went to like Austin, Texas. I went to New York. I went to Denver, and then I went to San Francisco, and then I drove down the Pacific Coast Highway all the way down to San Diego, and then flew home. And also went to Florida. I mean, I flew everywhere for $600. You just had to give them like 3 days notice. That was a super awesome trip.
Yeah, I love traveling. That is one of my things I love to do. Like I pretty much go somewhere every year. Now this year we wanted to go to the YouTube meetup. So we did one night at the YouTube meetup. Then we spent 3 days in Oklahoma City because I used to live there. I used to work there in Oklahoma City. I worked at a bankruptcy department there. So I lived there for 5.5 years. So we went back and saw the Capitol, I can't say the word, the Capitol, the Oklahoma City Memorial, outside of the Botanical Garden. There was a nice little river section that had a bunch of like fish and ducks and turtles that would just come up and eat bread. And the turtle would be swimming with his head up, you know, it was so cute. But anyway, I just love watching the animals. And then we went to, of course, we have to go to Bass Pro Shop. That's like a thing.
Sure.
So we always go to the Bass Pro Shop everywhere we go. You know, of course, our town is too small for a Bass Pro Shop, but
yeah, we have one like 5 minutes from this house.
Yeah.
Oh, you're lucky.
Yeah.
You're lucky. Like from here, the closest Bass Pro Shop is probably like Dallas.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah,
about
where we are
2.5 hour drive.
Yeah, it's probably an hour away. Is probably the closest one from where we're going to.
Mm-hmm.
So that's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
We'll live.
yeah. Yeah. You'll live. Yeah. We only go there like probably almost once a year or once every couple of years. If we're somewhere, you know, everywhere we go, like if we go to San Antonio, we usually go to the Bass Pro. Like when we went to Arizona, we went to the Bass Pro Shop.
Have you eaten at their restaurant?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, they got a restaurant on one.
We tried to once. We got seated, and then no one ever came to our table.
Right.
So
I didn't know they had a restaurant.
we just left.
Yeah.
I like to go in there and watch
Really
the fish. I like to just sit on the bench and watch the fish swim around.
Mhm.
That's cool. I enjoy that.
Yeah, it's got some neat stuff. We do. We tend to just go up there and just walk around and look at everything.
Yeah, just walk around and look. You know, my brother does taxidermy, so he's the one that taxidermy my fish.
Yeah.
Not my fish, my deer.
Okay.
Where did I come up with fish? I was just talking about fish. That's what it was. Yeah, he taxidermied my deer. I have one deer I shot about 8 years ago.
Yeah.
So, but it's a nice deer. So I have a video on it somewhere. And are you guys on Instagram?
We are.
We are.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a picture on my Instagram page of my deer. If you want to see it.
Yeah.
It's probably
What's your-
easier to see there.
What's your
It's under
Instagram?
Gail's Southern Living.
Pull you up. We'll follow you.
We'll add you if we haven't
Follow me.
already. I may have already.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like. You know, I had one, and then I didn't really keep going to it, and then I just went ahead and started a new one, and I'm really enjoying being able to connect with people there. I could just like post quick videos and stuff. So,
Yeah. See,
I mean, not videos, pictures. I can post pictures there and stuff. Yes, I still want to go see the big, huge trunk trees to see. She said the petrified forest is the forest with the huge trunks.
Yeah.
Some of them you can drive through. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's what you
that
do.
would be very
Yeah, I
cool.
know
That
that
is on my list. On my list of things to do. I still want to go on a cruise. I still want to go to California. I still want to go visit Tennessee. I still want to go to Maine. I did Montana this last summer, not this summer, this last summer. And that's where my sister-in-law lives, Free Handley Maid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she is my sister-in-law. So she's my husband's sister.
I don't think we're very good at taking vacations. We just
We're
end
not.
up working.
Yeah.
And not actually taking time off. And where
Well,
we
with
are.
all the stuff you guys having going on right now, I understand.
Yeah,
But,
right now it's not a priority.
Right. Yeah.
No.
Well, I mean,
I
our
understand.
really, I'm trying to build a nice place that we don't really. I mean, I want it to feel like it's a vacation for us to live there. And,
Yeah.
So far, so good. Obviously, there's still some places we're going to want to go, but I like the idea of being able to walk outside of your back door and it be the place you want to go. So.
Yeah. I think the pond, like a pond, one of those burn, what do you call it? The burn pits. One of those would be cool. All
Yeah,
that
I
stuff.
told him I want a pool eventually. So
Right.
Yeah, that would be nice. Yeah.
right now we just have a baby pool. we haven't
Right, we haven't
filled
filled it up yet. We're going to.
Just a cool.
Yes. Yeah, I'm planning. We have like a local pool, and I asked my friend if she wanted to go there with me because my husband works during the day. So I said, it is summer. It's already like halfway through June, and I haven't been in the water yet. I need to get in the water. So.
One thing, Paul and Randy, when you're talking about drones too, so we got a good drone. I bought a cheap drone off of Amazon for like $200, and it flew away on me the second time I flew it. But what we did get, and it's a little bit more expensive, so it just depends on what your price range is. But the DJI Mavic Air 2 is a great drone. Great if you're doing videography. If you don't want to have to learn how to fly a drone, you want stable flying. That's the one I would recommend. So now, it's great for beginners too because it's not. You don't have to really fly. If you let go of the control, it stabilizes itself. So definitely.
I love watching the videos of those. I had a channel like when I very first started that did that, and I wish I could remember what the name of that channel was because as you grow bigger with your channel, you remember channels you used to follow toward the beginning that you've lost track of because you've made new friends. And you're like, ooh, what was that channel name? And you wish you could remember it, but you can't. And you don't know where you found it or what the name is. So, but yeah, go back to your very first video and see who watched it. And some of those people are probably still following you. And if I go back to my very first video, some of those videos are probably, you should watch mine. It's actually vertical, and I literally stumbled over everything I said.
Yeah.
It was terrible. But I left it up there so people can laugh at me all they want, I guess. And we're
not up here to be perfect. We're just here to
remember
what we did.
We're keeping it real on Gail's Southern Living. We're keeping it real over here. I make mistakes all the time. Welcome, Mason Gone with Mama Nature. Homestead, are you in Texas? No, they're not in Texas. I'm in Texas.
Virginia.
Yeah,
they're in Virginia. Are you back on the road, Ed, or are you sleeping in your truck?
He's still in your driveway.
Well, he actually didn't drive here. Family Dollar is like 3 minutes from here. So he walked because he wasn't sure if I would have the right place for him to pull his truck in.
Right.
So, and I told him he would because I moved my car. I was like, here, just pull up here. It'll be all right. But he wasn't sure. So he walked over because he said, oh, you're only like 2.5 miles from here. I was like, yeah, I know. I told you it was close. When he said Family Dollar, I was like, that's right there.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I forgot what her address was. He said, I sure hope she comes walking up. And here I come up with my camera, So.
There he is.
There he is. Yeah, there he is. Stay in my truck and I'm not driving nowhere. Full, yeah. Oh, too full from all the pizza and zucchini bread and breadsticks and tea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I filled him up. Real good. I think he drank like 3 glasses of tea. It must have been pretty good. Maybe 4. I don't know. I had a couple myself. I may never go to sleep. I'm kind of pretty affected by caffeine. Like if I drink caffeine after 5, it can actually keep me awake.
Yeah. I've got water and he's got a Mountain Dew. So,
Yeah.
But I'm the one that has to get up at 6 tomorrow morning. So it's okay.
Oh, do you work?
That too. I got different priorities.
Hello, Bob Homestead. How are you? Welcome to the live. Do you work, Amy?
I do. Mm-hmm.
What kind of work do you do?
I am an office manager for a dental office.
Oh, okay.
So
that's
that's
cool.
what I do right now.
My very last job I had was as a paraprofessional, but the job before that I was doing medical coding and billing.
Okay. Nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
Kind of the jack of all trades.
Yeah, that's what I've been. So
I've
my
been
last
a
job before this
cashier.
was
I stock groceries at Walmart.
mm-hmm.
I've been an office manager. I've been a receptionist. Yeah, I've done a lot of stuff. I got a bad cat sitting on me right now trying to climb on the keyboard. Hello, Coffee Angel Crafts. I don't know if I said her name, but
you lose a drone because you tell it to come home because they have GPS on them. So
and then it doesn't
usually
come
has a home point. And so you tell it to come home and then it just flies in the other direction and you get to watch it on your phone.
Oh,
Nothing you can do about it. It just lost connection. So.
And then that other person that finds it can't even do anything with it because they don't have the controls, right?
Well,
I did end up finding it. So I was out walking our property line. Again, it's
6 months later.
Yeah, 6 months later, I'm walking our property line trying to, gauge it all. Again, it's 60 acres. So it's just flying off into the woods as far as I know. And I'm walking along my property line and I just looked down and I was like, what is that thing? And I look at it and it is the drone just sitting on the ground right on the property line. So it didn't make it very far.
Fried from the weather.
Yeah. I tried to get it to work again, but it wasn't.
Never really did.
But I'm glad, honestly, because the one that we did get is amazing and awesome. And
you had to get a better one.
Had to get a better one.
Do you have videos on that, on your drone?
What's that?
Do you have videos on your drone?
Well, not on the drone itself in particular, no.
Yeah, you should do
of the aerial of your property.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go back and look for those. I actually like watching videos of that.
Yeah.
The channel I was talking about that I used to watch, it was somewhere over in like England or somewhere over there, somewhere. And they would just fly around these like cool castles and beautiful mountain scenery. Maybe it was Ireland. And it was like, oh, that place is so gorgeous. They just fly, just looking at the property way up like that. That's hello, Darren.
We got a couple of them that are just that. They're called cinematic. So if you look for the word cinematic, I think I have a playlist, maybe.
Maybe.
Okay.
Sure.
I will go back and look for that because I actually like watching those videos.
Yeah.
I find them very relaxing. You're just, it's like you're flying with it or something.
Right.
Well, it's been so neat to use that to be able to see the changes in the land because there's a lot that we're still learning about, and like it's our first full season with it. So to see it change from green to brown with nothing to back to green again and everything blooming. So, and also what we've done to change the garden.
Right.
Has been cool. It's different when you see it, when you walk out to it and you see it, than a bird's eye view of it. So
yeah, it is. It is different. It's like a totally different view of it. I love that. This Saturday,
cat's tail
is yes, cat's tail. Yeah, she is right here. Yeah, she's sitting on my lap. I'm trying to keep her off the keyboard. This Saturday, Lori's World is doing a birthday marathon live. And on her live, she has invited several women to come up with her who are all going to have insanely crazy hairdos. I will be one of them. And she is also trying to get her last few hours for her monetization.
Oh, good.
Everybody that's here, if you will go and support Lori's World on Saturday, I think it starts at 4 p.m. Central. And it's a totally different time for What time are you guys in?
Oh,
For
we're
us,
Eastern.
Eastern?
Mhm.
Lori, what time would it be for Eastern? Yes, crazy hair day. So I already have a hairdo planned out for Saturday. I know Free Handley Maid's going to do one. Hello, Tony, Our Cabin in the Woods. How are you? Tony was one of my favorite people to get to meet at the YouTube meetup.
Yeah.
He was one of my favorites. Like, just to talk to him, he's just like so easy to talk to. He's so calm, and some people with really personalities, like, good, but he's just so calm, and he's just so easy to talk to. His wife's really sweet, and of course I got to meet Willow too, so that was really neat.
Nice.
Yeah, that was super cool. Do you guys follow Our Cabin in the Woods?
I'm pretty sure we do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Well,
he
you never
is
know with YouTube, but
I know.
Will It Grow. Team Will It Grow.
Yeah.
I have one. She says I have one. I don't know. They said it's 5 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah.
5 p.m. Eastern,
That sounds right.
4 p.m. Central. But
Central.
yes, I am going to
3 p.m.
make a post on it on my community page. If you remember on Saturday that you want to go and see all our crazy hairdos, go back to my community page, because I am going to repost it this week a couple of times probably, to make sure that all you guys can go over there and support her, and also laugh at our hilarious hairdos, because I know that me and Nisi are going to come up with some good ones. And I have no idea how many colors of hair Lori's going to have,
Oh boy.
because she wears at least one color. So I can imagine for Crazy Hair Day, it's probably going to be like multiple colors. I don't know, though. We'll see.
I was actually telling everybody last time about your ability to braid
Oh,
your
yeah.
hair really well. It's pretty
Yeah.
amazing, actually. And
Yeah. I wish
Yeah.
I was there. I'd let you braid. Yeah, your hair's really long. Mine's long, but it's not as long as yours.
Yeah.
Not as long as yours.
yeah, she does amazing things and quick too. So
Mhm.
normally it takes a long time. She'll be like 30 minutes and her hair is in this curl, and it's
Well, I
tight
had
to her
like
head.
10 years where I had to have
If I
my-
was there, I'd just be like, hey, right here,
Yeah.
right here. There's my hair. Tell me what you could do.
Well, I was that person at work at my other job where we always had to have our hair completely up. I worked at a restaurant. Everyone would come to me to get their hair up real quick. They're like, oh, Amy's working today. She'll do it for me real quick. So
Should have charged them.
I know. I should have.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
They did.
Give
They
me
do.
some of that. Give me some of that tip money, girl.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
You know you got some.
That's right.
Yeah.
One
Let's
time
see
I had a
what
little
Lori
girl ask me,
Okay.
she said, are you a princess? Because I had it all piled up here, a braid
Yeah.
around it.
Lori's world will be going live for at least 5 hours. So it's going to be like a
Nice.
marathon. That's a marathon for Lori.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be on it. As long
I
as we're not,
am
let's should.
a 6.5 hour live. At Crazy Ed's Homestead, it's probably been done at 18 or 12-hour live. I don't know. But
Crazy.
yeah, 6.5 hours I did on New Year's Eve myself. But I had to get it. There were so many people on my panel. I could hit stop cam and walk away. And yeah, they actually Down Under Farm and Forge was on my live that night. Darren and Lori's World was on my live that night. Will It Grow? There was a lot of people on there that night. We had a great time. I wasn't even planning to go live that long. I was actually just testing it that night. That was my first night on StreamYard. Not my first live, but my first live on StreamYard.
Yeah. Do you like
Yeah.
using StreamYard?
I prefer StreamYard because I'm not the most outgoing personality, even though I might seem that way. So it's nice to have other people to talk, like if you can't think of what to say at that moment. Like having you guys up, that's so much
Sure.
easier.
Mm-hmm.
So I prefer having the panel. So when I run out of StreamYard minutes and I have to go on regular YouTube, I usually only last an hour because I can't talk that long about
Yeah.
myself.
Our first one, I think, was like 3 hours or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
crazy.
Because he was over there alone and he was like, hey, I'm going to live stream. Tell me if it works.
Right. Yeah. We just
And so
wanted to.
I got on and then everyone kept getting on. So
Yeah, my
Cool.
very first live, I only had 50 subscribers,
yeah.
but I
Yeah.
still had quite a few people show up on there. And I looked back at that live stream and I think Micro Farmer was on there. Urban Grandpa Prepper was on there. Lori's World might have even been on there. But anyway, there was at least 4 or 5 channels that are still following now that were on there on my very, very first live. So, and I've done
That's cool.
at least in the 60s worth of lives now. So there's a lot.
Yeah, we'll have to be better about doing them more often.
It will rack up your hours so
Yeah.
much better. And as your numbers get higher, that's going to be more of a priority. So if you start it now before your numbers get up too high, then you won't have to be too far past 1,000 before you get yours.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, honestly, for us, it's that, sense of community. It's being able to talk and interact with people.
Oh, I love
it. It's not quite the same as, commenting in videos. It's different having a live and
yeah, this I just feel like I'm sitting here chatting with you in my living room. That's what it feels like. So that's why I wanted to bring you up so people could get to know you on a more personal level. And hopefully if they're not subscribed, they will go and follow you and get to know you better. And I think you have some good stuff going on your homestead, that you have going, that you're building up on right now. So definitely follow along with their journey.
Well, we appreciate it. We think it's neat. You're one of the first people that really kind of hopped in and was like, "Hey guys, you're all doing great," and talking about it. So it's nice to have that and have that sense of community.
Yeah, that's one thing I wanted to always do is always help people. My biggest hump to cross was 200.
Yeah.
Because I kept going down to 181, down up to 205. Down to 181, up to 209, down to 185, up to 201. And it was like this. It literally
YouTube just takes away subscribers.
200 was my hardest hurdle to jump.
Yeah.
After 500, though, it usually blows through. But
we went to 52, and then one day, the very next day, they took away half of them.
Yeah,
we were back down to 25. And they were all like real people.
Yeah, we knew
they were real people. And multiple times. We just had a comment yesterday. Someone said, "I was subscribed to you, and now I'm not. I don't understand why." They will subscribe to us, and the next day, it's gone. So can't stress about the numbers or worry about any of that. We're just here to share a story, and if we keep showing up, we
you
keep
will
showing
get
up.
there. I know you definitely will get there. And if you do ever have a chance to go to a meetup around your area, definitely go if they have, because they have them everywhere.
Yeah,
definitely go your channel. And it is so awesome to be able to meet people in person. It's so exciting. I was so excited to meet Tony at Our Cabin in the Woods and Kathleen. It was just really awesome. It was neat to be able to meet them in person and just be able to sit there and talk to them. And then after getting to meet Simply Jan Homestead, I just didn't want to leave her. I was like, I don't want to leave now.
Yeah, we love Jan.
Yeah, she's very sweet. She is just so sweet and real and fun and just outgoing.
Yeah, we were definitely jealous of when we heard about the meetup, because I don't know how many, because obviously there's with Shed Wars, it's a big group of people. A lot of people are in certain areas, but not a ton in Virginia. I don't know. I don't know of anybody else.
I can't think of anybody in Virginia. Yeah. Actually, I can't. I can't think of one other person in Virginia for some reason. I can't think of anybody.
Yeah.
Really, the main people there was My Alabama Farm Life. She's in Shed Wars. Pafford Homestead, Simply Jan Homestead, myself, Taz Adventures, my husband, he's in there. That's really all the Shed Wars people I can think of.
Yeah.
That were there at the meetup. There was 5. But the rest of the people, but there's a lot of other creators you watch too. I go to Ridge Life and watch. They do the Watch and Grow. You guys have been on there, right? I think I remember seeing you guys on there, Watch and Grow on Tuesday nights.
You may have you're able to get on more live.
On Watch and Grow is a great place to go for new channels. They start at 7 p.m. Central, but if you get there at 6:30, you say hello to Ridge Life. You tell them how many subscribers you have on your channel. And the lower your subscriber count is, the more you'll be put up in the list of people to play. and he will play your video. And while you're in there, the awesome moderators,
Yeah.
which I'm one of them,
Yeah.
will go in there and put in your links. And if I see you in there, I promise to put your link in there a few times.
I did go in there one
Yeah.
time.
If you'll show up, I'll be sure your
Totally
link's in
right.
there, and hopefully you'll get some new friends that way.
Yeah.
So, but
Yeah, and down under Fortune Farm. That's right. Wickershire Project is in Virginia.
oh, I knew that. Oh, I just forgot where he was.
Yeah,
And
he's
sent him
planning on
over
moving
there.
as soon as he can, though.
Yeah.
But he is here.
Isn't it kind of close to here?
I think he's probably an hour and a half or two
Okay.
from us. I looked up where he was at one point. And I can't remember exactly
Yeah.
what it is.
Oh, you would be so lucky if you got to meet Billy. I bet he is a hoot person. He is so funny on his live. He just did his very first live by himself the other day.
Did he? Nice.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. He's really shy, kind of. I mean, he doesn't seem to be, but he just gets kind of nervous. But he did really well, and he was on for a while. I think he was on a couple of hours. I think I stayed for about an hour, and then we had to go do something that was on the weekend. So, but I mean, staying in a live for an hour is a long time. Go ahead.
I was going to say thanks to Andale. She mentioned a couple that were in Virginia.
Okay.
We'll look them up too.
The Virginia Growing Gardener,
It's up later.
Angels Love Garden. Yes, that's awesome. Awesome. Yeah, you can go once the live post. You can go back to the chat and see,
Right.
and you could. It's about at the 1:30 mark. I don't know if you can see that part or not, but an hour and 30 minutes, which will be pretty much near the end of the video because I'm probably going to go ahead and end
Right.
it.
Yeah, you had a busy night.
Yeah, I have. I know. I've had company. Like he was live literally the whole time he was here. The whole time. Like I stopped the live and like ate food while he was still doing his live. I was like, don't put the camera at me while I'm eating. I'll be dropping it all over my face. No. Say girls don't eat on camera. Most girls do not eat on camera. Okay. That's a guy thing.
No,
dropping it all over. Like that.
Slim Jim over there.
To prepare for this live, he grabbed a handful of Slim Jims. And he was like, I've got my Slim Jims and Mountain Dew. I'm ready.
That's all I need.
Awesome. Yeah, I think you guys did great, and I'm glad you stopped by. I will put your link in the description box. Anybody who didn't subscribe to them during this live, after this live post, their link will be in the description box, and you can go back and click on it then if you want to. It's also in this chat, but it'll probably be easier to find in the description box. So as soon as it posts, I'll get it in there.
Once we hit 200, he's touching the electric fence.
And we're going to see a video of that. Yeah.
Yes.
That will be awesome.
It will be well documented.
These hands.
Yeah. Whew. I want to see that video.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think you'll probably. Where are you at? What is your account right now? At this point, what was it earlier today?
Like 280s.
280.
180.
180.
184 it looks like right now.
184.
You're getting close.
Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. Well, I hope that this helps. And if there's anything I can do, just let me know.
No.
And I will help you with anything you need. Anything you want posted on your community, on my community page, I can do that for you.
We're gonna grab at Mason to a couple of comments, and down under, I'm not peeing on it. I'll tell you that much. That's 1,000 subscribers.
Don't commit to that.
I didn't say it would be on, but I'll pee on it.
Oh boy.
We're not that kind of channel either.
Right. I do kind of I guess it's kind of gross, but keep deer away. Sometimes you just pee around the garden, and your scent's not good. So I've come close a couple of times on accident, not thinking, and said, I should probably pay more attention when I'm doing this.
Not in the garden.
Not in
outside.
The garden to keep them.
Look, it's good for.
Not on the green beans we're picking and eating.
It's nitrogen.
Yeah.
So it's good.
I was going to say it, but I don't know if I should say it, but I'm going to say it anyway. You can actually drink your own pee. You had to. So,
I'm not going to, but I know you can.
No, I don't recommend it. But if you had to, you certainly could in a survival situation. No, you pee in a jar and pour it in the garden. Yes. Yeah, that would probably be a better.
That's not.
Oh boy. We're going to stop right there.
It seems like a good
Comments are just going to get weirder and weirder from this point. Just the things. Yeah. Okay. Oh boy. All
we
right.
definitely appreciate you having us.
Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you for coming up with me. I enjoyed it. I had a great time.
We'll have to do it again.
Yes, let's definitely do that. But everybody, don't forget, check out Lori's World on Saturday for her marathon birthday live with the crazy hair. And come to find out how crazy, who has the craziest hair on Lori's Live. I want to win.
Yeah.
We'll see. It's definitely going to be a color, but it's also going to be a style.
Okay.
So come by and check it out. Bye, guys. You guys have a great night.
Bye.
Thanks
again.
Bye.
See you guys.
Bye,
Everybody in the chat.
Amy.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Bye. Bye, guys. See you later. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate all of you who came in. Thank you guys for the awesome super chats. I do appreciate it. Garden State Gardener and Dale Homestead. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Bye, guys.